building of a cathedral tested the skills and ingenuity of the cathedral builders to the limit. Yet, the ideas and methods that they used had barely changed since Roman times.
In fact, the style they built in the early period is called Romanesque. It's based on the kind of arch that the Romans used, the round arch. The shape was always based on a circle, often a full semicircle, sometimes a section of one, or with the curve slightly distorted. It was simple, but limited.
Arches in a style known as Romanesque can be sturdy, even chunky. A whole building made of these arches has a muscular, powerful effect. But in the middle of the 12th century came an idea that would change all this, a revolution in design and construction that would raise cathedral building to new levels of sophistication.
It was a style that would become known as Gothic. It was born in France at Saint-Denis, near Paris. Here, the visionary Abbot Suger rebuilt part of the Abbey Church, burial place of the French kings. He was using a new kind of arch. Not a round arch, but a pointed one. But his aims went beyond this.
For Abbot Suger had a vision. He wasn't simply after something bigger and grander. He had a theological rationale for his new design. It was a theology of light.
For medieval thinkers, light had a profoundly religious meaning. The embodiment of spirit, one writer called it.
The work should brighten our minds so they travel through the light to the true light of Christ. In seeing this light, the dull mind is resurrected from darkness.
Abbot Suger and his unnamed master mason had glimpsed the possibilities of the pointed arch. It's both stronger and more flexible than a round one. Both the shape and width of a pointed arch can be varied in more ways. And the weight of a building naturally moves downwards and outwards in a shallow curve closer to that of a pointed than a round arch. This simple difference was to change the entire way cathedrals were conceived, designed and built. The second Sunday in June 1144 may have had a greater effect on architecture than any other day in history. At the dedication service, bishops from all over Europe gathered at Saint-Denis to witness a building designed to evoke the experience of heaven more completely than anything before it.
The bishops were awestruck. They had seen the future.